Hello YouTube. I'm up early. It's like 5:40 a.m. right now, and I'm gonna go down in the city, and what I'm gonna do is just stroll down Fifth Avenue and take some pictures. I'm gonna get off the bus. I'm gonna get off the bus at the bottom of Central Park, and then I'm gonna walk down to, what is that? Madison Square Park, which is at, I believe, 23rd Street. Yeah, so that's the plan. So walk down Fifth Avenue, take some pictures, and let's not waste any time, like the little kiddies say, with no further ado. So the object was to walk down Fifth Avenue, take some pictures, and I just got off the bus, and I always liked these old subway signs, lights. So I'll see if I can get something here. Billionaires Row over in the background, behind the bottom edge of Central Park. So I was just about to take a picture of something else, and then, as is usual in New York City, something else caught my eye on 57th Street. So I feel like there's probably gonna be some kind of decent picture here. So coming back to 57th Street, Louis Vuitton did a clever thing here. They had to do construction on their flagship store, and rather than have everybody look at ugly old scaffolding and stuff like that, they put suitcases around it. The construction's happening inside there, and they're using their store across the street. They have space across the street. But this is rather clever. Obviously, lots of social media, advertising buzz, for free. I mean, I'm contributing to it right now. So, yeah, Louis Vuitton. So continuing on down. Hermes, Prada. Over there's Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana over there. Yeah, if I save up enough pennies with my retirement income, I still can afford to shop along this stretch of Fifth Avenue. Anyway, moving on. So as much as I dislike the bum who owns this building, I like the building. Flags are always a interesting subject, and yeah, I could take a picture of that one, but I'm going to take a picture of those ones. Just notice is this guy on the Tissot store is looking up at the construction. I'm pretty sure I cannot capture that, but I'm going to give it a shot. So yeah, hopefully these shots will work out, but obviously I can't offer you a guarantee, and certainly not a refund. So, back to the subject of flags. And for the next one, I guess I'm going to have to cross the street. But yet again, something caught my eye and has to be investigated. So where are we? We're at 52nd Street. This looks like a subway entrance, but I kind of see what they did there. Some stars and stripes. Clever. Okay, so let me just cross over these steamy streets. Because one of my favorite flags. I'm thinking a self-portrait. Okay, crossing back over to visit one of my favorite statues. Atlas. So here's a better look at St. Patrick's Cathedral here on Fifth Avenue at 50th Street. So there are often, let's say, unusual installations all over the city, and the This next one is one such. And obviously it's so a part of the Jurassic World Rebirth movie promotion, but it's kind of cool. And I didn't have to go pick up Sam Neill in a helicopter in order to see it. And I know I didn't mention it earlier, but I'm using my iPhone 14 Pro Max to take all the pictures today. So, it's enough Jurassic stuff. Let's get back to modern day Fifth Avenue. Okay, so with a little bit of coffee on board, I am now capable of continuing. So, still on Fifth Avenue, going down to about 25th, 23rd Street, and then that'll be that. These are the only acceptable places to get a pretzel or a hot dog, according to my wife. The ones with the blue and yellow Sabrette umbrellas. I've crossed over to the other side of Fifth Avenue again, and I'll probably do it a couple more times before reaching the end of this little journey. Because we're at my next photo spot. Now, sort of New York iconic. And yeah, so we'll try and get pictures of these guys. Across the street is the Stavros Niarchos Foundation Library. It's a branch of the New York Public Library. And they have a really nice rooftop area, which I mentioned in a video a couple of weeks ago. I'll link to that. But onwards, ever onwards. To be honest, I really don't expect to see much until we get down into the 20s that's worth taking a picture of. So I'll resume recording when I find something worth showing you. Okay. 365 Fifth Avenue. CUNY Graduate Center. In the shadow of the Empire State Building. So we're at 34th Street. 34th Street. So go that way, get to the East River, go that way, Macy's, other things, and then the Hudson River. Yeah, I know, too much detail. Let's have a look back and see how that Empire State Building is doing. Oh, still tall. So yeah, not everything is a picturesque, scenic postcard view. Because it's a living, breathing, working city. Not just a holiday destination. So I'm crossing over again at 5th and 30th because there's a church over here which is Marble Collegiate Church, which is a Reformed Protestant Dutch church. And the reason I crossed over is because they have I find to be a rather interesting statue. There go the tourists. But yeah, the statue right here. Right now we're at 27th and 5th. And across the street over there is the last stop on my express bus downtown. So I've walked from 62nd down to 27th. Only stopping once at Starbucks. Okay, so coming into view over my left shoulder, there's a mural up high on the building across the street. Okay, so up there is a mural I'm about to take a picture of. So now we are in the Nomad area, which is north of Madison Park, I guess. That's it over there. What I need is to find a couple of last things to take pictures of. Because we are almost at the end of the journey. Well, I am anyway. I've been doing all this walking while you're just sitting there watching, so a little imbalance there, I think. when it's not covered in scaffolding, the Flatiron building is cool to take pictures of. Okay, if you need Italian foods, products, taste of Italy, you come to Italy. One of my wife's favorite stores. They have a lot of fresh meat, fresh pasta, fresh fish. They have a restaurant or two. You can get wine, all kind of stuff. They have their own wine store around the corner. It's a really nice store. Okay, so second to last picture, which would be more awesome if the Flatiron building wasn't covered in mesh and scaffolding, is this clock. So let me get that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is walk up through Madison Square Park here, and that will be it. Okay, I think the last picture is going to be of this fountain. So, yeah. Let me just give you a look at it. It's a neat little fountain. Thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you saw some interesting things, sights, and maybe you were even entertained. Who knows? Anyway, until next time, take care.